confident that this time around they will end the drought of 27 years in Delhi. And as far as the numbers go, they are saying that they will cross 45 mark. So I think if all the BJP leaders are saying this, that they've done multiple surveys and the numbers will be beyond 45, then of course we'll have to see once the counting begins, how far actually the numbers go and match up with what their leaders are saying.
Right. Thanks for that, Arun. Let's go across to Anshul. Where are you, Anshul?
So yes, I am at the residence of the of Manoj Tiwari, the former president of Delhi BJP. At this point in time, the mood is somber because as we are seeing across parties at this point that no one is coming out. There are no celebrations that is happening at this point in time. But yes, once there is more clarity in the numbers, then we can expect some sort of a celebration to start over here. Because remember, Manoj Tiwari has been a very, very strong campaigner for the Bharatiya Janata Party, especially when it comes to this elections this time around, trying to woo the Purvanchali voters, which has a major chunk out here in the national capital. The role of Manoj Tiwari is something that is very, very important at this point. But yes, post 10 a.m. we are expecting that the celebrations or the movement would start over here at his residence as well. But at this point in time, the situation is absolutely normal, and everyone is patiently waiting for that clock to hit the 8 a.m. mark so that the initial trends could come in.
Well, initial trends, counting will begin at 8 o'clock. The trends will come in a little slower and the real numbers will come in, and we will report them from each of these counting centers. We'll get into the entire counting mechanism, how many rounds possible, and by what time can we expect a certain crystallization of the leads. Ananya Bhatnagar also joining. Ananya, who are you tracking? Where are you?
Well, I'm at the residence of Mr. Ramesh Biduri. If you can see, it's calm here at this particular point of time. But Anand, this seat remains to be very, very important because it is currently the seat of, in fact, the Delhi Chief Minister Atishi. While the other two contenders remains to be the Ramesh Biduri from the BJP and Alka Lamba too. So, but at the same point of time, a lot of exit polls, a lot of numbers has suggested that Atishi is somewhere or the other in a little tight spot as far as this particular seat is concerned. So, what would be the fate of the current Delhi Chief Minister? Though she says that she is somebody who is just taking and filling in over Arvind Kejriwal, but still she holds the position of the Chief Minister of the National Capital Territory of Delhi at this particular point of time, one of the top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. But at this particular point of time, I am at Ramesh Biduri's residence, and as you were pointing it out earlier as well, women voters have come out in this particular seat and have voted, at the polling center. So how would and whose vote would count for whether it would go to Ramesh Biduri or Atishi or Alka Lamba is something that would be very, very interesting.
So two three-cornered fights. One is this Kalkaji seat where it is Alka Lamba versus Ramesh Biduri versus Atishi, who's the sitting Chief Minister of Delhi. And the other one, the New Delhi seat, where it's the former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal pitted against Parvesh Verma and Sandeep Dixit. Smita Prakash with us here in the studio this good early morning, and Nikul Patel also with us. Nikul Patel, has the Congress done enough in Delhi, or could they have done more?
We are discussing about the women's voter, and I would like to say over here is that every vote counts. That is the beauty of our democracy. Whether he is rich, poor, whether he belongs to Dalit or whether he belongs to minority or whether he belongs to majority. Yeah, we have worked a lot in the election.
Interestingly, sir, Dalit are also part of majority only. But please carry on. Like I said, our electoral lexicons are very, very elusive. Yeah, please.
See, I'm not telling that they are from minority. This is your perception. I'm taking a general way of looking into it.
No, you said Dalit and majority, sir. Dalits are also part of majority is what I said. That's all. Please go ahead.
I was discussing all the people, rich, poor, minorities, Dalit and majority. Means all these
that's why I said Dalits are part of the majority only. Dalits are not a separate grouping is what I said. That's why I said our electoral lexicons need to be corrected. Please carry on.
Okay, I got it. It's always that. Always media wants some controversy from the
No, sir. I'm saying for all of us. Sir, all of us have to unlearn some things and relearn some things.
When you start discussing about that, all people are there, then it was not a Prashna. Now let it discuss on women vote. Yeah. And I appreciate always, And I learned a lot of it from you people, that how you should speak on a national television, and learn. Thank you very much. Secondly,
please go ahead.
When we are talking of women voters, definitely they are the women managers of the house, and they know how each and everything is being managed into the house, right from the light bill, right from their vegetables, right from their grains, foods, and inflation is also playing a role. So it's good they are participating into this democratic process and they are coming forward to vote. And we appreciate it, because days were there where women were not being given an equal opportunity in the society. We always think that we should uplift the women and bring it to the level. Congress had tried a lot to give them the fundamental reservation into the local elections by 73rd Amendment. And we always try to uplift everyone who are the weaker section of the society. Secondly, Congress, if you have seen, Dikshitji is moving around into the field right now, and we always feel that we are the part of all people, and we will be always into the people. And that is what the difference between the BJP, AAP, and Congress you can ever see. Our all people are into the field, and we have worked hard. We expect good results if we are even able to improve a little bit from past results, because every election we have deteriorated in getting the percentage vote share, as what you rightly said, and we accept it. But this time, definitely, under the leadership of Rahul Gandhi ji, Dikshit ji, Alka Lamba ji, Ajay Makhan ji, Delhi people, we try to work more on improving our vote share. Definitely, we are targeting few seats that are very prone to our core voters, and we accept that these people have given faith to our candidates, and we'll win those particular seats.
So I'm going to ask Parvesh Verma has spoken. We just listen to it and then we come back.
दिल्ली में आज बहुत ही मैं समझता हूँ कि अहम दिन है दिल्ली वासियों के लिए, और मैं प्रभु से प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि दिल्ली में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बने, एक अच्छी सरकार बने, ताकि हमको प्रधानमंत्री मोदी का साथ मिले और दिल्ली में बहुत अच्छे काम कर सके। तो भी थोड़ी देर में आपसे बात करेंगे बाकी। काउंटिंग करने जाओगे आप? अभी तो घर जा रहा हूँ।
123 polling booths in his constituency, and when Parvesh Verma spoke first with us on the day the ballot was cast in the evening, he said, Arvind se पूछो वो जीत रहा है कि नहीं. When the question Rahul Shankar asked is, आप जीत रहे हैं कि नहीं, he said, Arvind से पूछो वो जीत रहा है कि नहीं. But coming back to the Congress party, quick conversation there. Smita Prakash and Pallavi Ghosh, दो तीन कहावतें हैं. एक है कि अब पछताए क्या हो जब चिड़िया चुग गई खेत. The other one is कि जब जागो तब सवेरा. What applies to the Congress?
Should I take it, Pallavi? Yeah. Okay, so what I heard was this thing about empowering women. I think as far as women voters are concerned in this country, I don't think anybody needs to make a claim. We've had universal adult suffrage. We've had women voting in this country. So that aspect of political power in the hands of women has always been there in this country. Yes, as far as Delhi is concerned, there have been instances of crime against women, but women have never felt disempowered as far as their political rights are concerned in this city. Also, Delhi it's a microcosm of the country. It's a peculiar situation where we've become a city of migrants of various, there are Purvanchalis, there are migrants who came from West Pakistan. You go back, it's a city of migrants. So it's a melting pot of various cultures. So women being subjugated doesn't occur at all for any woman in this city. As soon as she comes into this city, she's empowered. Another thing which I noticed was all these netas going to the temples in the morning. I mean, it reminds me of the time when we used to take the board exam. Exam wale din zarur dahi chini and go quickly to the mandir and say, please God, aaj to rakh lo hamari izzat. Very interesting. But then as Pallavi and I were discussing, nobody seems to have ordered laddus and jalebi, especially one party not feeling very enthused today.
Pallavi.
And it's so sad because the Congress leaders are talking about hamara vote percentage badega. No one is talking about कि हमारा seat बढ़ेगा. That is also what, and it's a sad story. I mean, See, on a day of counting, on the day of polling, a day before counting, Rahul Gandhi holding a press conference, talking about Maharashtra, eager submitting its first report, holding the first meeting on the day of polling, which was on 5th. It is the sound, it looks like you are already creating a ground for losing. Hum haarte hain because of the EVM machines. It's so predictable, it is very unfortunate. And when I do meet the Congress workers, and there's still quite a few of them on the ground, they do say कि our top leadership cannot even make up their mind हमें करना क्या है. This confusion about कि हमें लड़ना है कि नहीं लड़ना है. And frankly speaking, of all the Congress candidates, the only one who I really saw out and about was Sandeep Dixit. But I wonder what is going to happen to him after the results are out. Will he be shunted out? Because for quite some time, Sandeep Dixit was actually treated like a pariah within the Congress setup. Because he's barbola, he's outspoken, he took on this. He was a part of the G23 also.
He demands reforms.
Yeah, he demands reforms.
He's asking for the right questions.
He's asking the right questions, seeking the right answers. Part of the G23, not enamored of the Gandhi family. So I wonder what is going to be. Will he be rewarded for at least the effort? Because Rahul Gandhi used to say this. I remember, it's not important to win elections; it's important to fight. That's precisely what Sandeep Dixit has done.
Very NGO style.
Yeah, very NGO.
Just about 2 minutes, 15 seconds till counting gets underway. 8 a.m. the counting centers will open, and then the ballot boxes will be opened, and the whole process will begin. How soon do we see this happening this time around, Smita?
I think 8 a.m. is when the postal ballot gets open. And since the last election, they don't wait for the postal ballots to be over for the counting to start on the other one. So half an hour is the gap. 8 a.m. starts the postal ballots. 8:30 is when the other EVMs are open. And it takes a little time because the whole VVPAT thing happens. And only then is the announcement made as far as the seats are concerned. But yeah, there was a demand in the 2019 elections or 2024 elections by the opposition to say that let the postal ballots be over. So in the postal ballots in this city state that we have, the bonsai election that you call, in this city states there are a number of postal ballots simply because there are policemen on duty who have voted. There are government officials who are on election duty, who are on various duties. They have elected via postal ballot. There are also senior citizens who use that facility of voting from home. Theirs also gets counted in this group. So it's not as if we wait for the results of all the postal ballots, but the process begins for half an hour before the EVMs start.
Quickly, if we can, in the next 90 seconds, the Muslim vote. How critical will that be this time around? Because some of the seats that you've picked up, and this was a discussion that was happening, that those seats where women voters are more in percentage are also Muslim-dominated seats.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's a split in the Muslim vote, I think they'll all stack up with the AAP. I think the Muslims realize that they want to ensure that the BJP doesn't come to power, so they'll work strategically. And wherever the AAP candidate looks the strongest, in the strongest position to defeat the BJP, they'll go with that. And I don't think that overall the Muslim vote is going to fragment that much. Yes, there has been talk that, look, the AAP kept a studied silence during the anti-CA riots, etc., when Muslims were expecting some support. They didn't come out. But net, I think the Muslim will work strategically. But I'm still telling you, it's the woman voter that we really need to be looking at. It's the women vote that is going to carry this election, determine and decide.
Counting gets underway because the real numbers on the live result hub here on the News 18 network as we hit 8 a.m. on the clock. Saturday, the 8th of February, 8 a.m. This is when the gates for the counting centers will open. We'll try and go across to our reporters who are at various counting centers. Sharon was tracking Sandeep Dixit at one of the counting centers in New Delhi. There are other netas, other reporters who are also looking at various counting centers which will be set up, which have been set up so that this entire counting process for all 70 seats, that's already beginning. The process has begun. Shortly, we will see the real numbers from the News 18 live result hub, and they will start also manifesting here on the magic wall next to Zaka. So in just about 5-7 minutes from now, it will be between the live result hub and Zaka Jacob, and of course the screen here, the buzzing screen here on the CNN News 18 channel, right at the bottom where these numbers will start stacking up. Around 8:10, 8:15, the first of the postal ballots we should expect. Till then, if you are seeing numbers already, it's not possible that you open the door and the counting is begun and the numbers are clapped. So at 8 a.m. there will be no numbers. The numbers will come around 8:05, 8:10. because the counting centers have to open, the process of counting has to begin, and that takes about 5, 7, 10 minutes. So that's where we are. Counting has begun. We'll try and see how many of our reporters are present outside some of the counting centers, and as we see the gates opening and the visuals coming in via ANI and PTI, then we will put them out. I saw that smile on Smita Prakash's face.
One point I want to make is, many people dismiss the postal votes to say that it doesn't really count or anything like that. But in the 2019 elections, they actually impacted on many seats. I think there were about 9 seats, but 9 seats where they actually had an impact, where the victory margins were very little. So if it's under 5,000, where the victory margins are under 5,000, rule of thumb, there the postal votes will matter. So we can't dismiss the first half hour in case people think कि चलो चाय वाय पी के फिर 8:30 को आएंगे ना. Start from now.
Start from now, and सब आस्था, सबने हाथ जोड़ रखे हैं, सब भगवान के सामने हाथ जोड़ रखे हैं, सब everybody is praying. So it's a good thing. In fact, the gods will be saying let there be elections every day because more people pray to us more often, especially among the netas. But Akash is tracking Pravesh. So Sharma ji, where is Verma ji?
Anand, he was here just a while back, and he's again very confident because he's saying that he is going to win, and in fact the margin is going to be very high. In some time from now, he's expected to leave from his house to the counting center. We are learning that counting has started, in fact, at many centers. 8 a.m. was the time, and in some time from now, we'll start seeing the trends. 56% was the voter turnout, around 109,000 voters in New Delhi. High profile seat because of the fact that Sandeep Dixit, Arvind Kejriwal and Pravesh Verma are contesting from that particular seat. We have seen an intensified campaign from all 3 candidates. We have seen that how Pravesh Verma and Arvind Kejriwal were involved in several sort of political war of words. But then today is the final day. We are going to see results in some time from now, and trends will start emerging in some time from now.
Right. We'll try and also connect with reporters who are outside our counting centers, and for the first set of pictures that come in from the counting centers to show the counting process getting underway, we'll bring you those pictures, and basis after that, only once the process starts with postal ballots and then the EVMs will these numbers come in. But they may come in thick and fast. Once they start coming in, they may come in thick and fast. Many believe by about 10:30, 11, if it's a one-way election, the numbers will start consolidating real fast. If it's a tight fight, then maybe we are in for the long haul, although many believe that will not be the case. If Delhi will decide decisively, especially because it's now a 2-horse race, as many believe. Managing editor, Money Control, Nalin Mehta is with us. He's the one who I keep quoting, who coined this term of bonsai state. But Nalin, kiske control mein Delhi hai?
I think, that we'll know in the next hour or so, or hour and a half or 2 hours or so. But I think what's very clear is that the stakes in this battle, to my mind, are much higher for AAP than for BJP. See, BJP has put everything at their disposal and thrown everything, they've thrown the kitchen sink at this election, right? But for AAP, this is an existential battle. If the exit polls are right, and if Arvind Kejriwal loses, and AAP goes out of power, this will have a much wider ripple effect on national politics, on the politics of the India alliance, but also on the future of AAP itself. It will have an impact on the Punjab government, it will have an impact in Gujarat as I go further, and on Kejriwal's future himself, because as the icon of middle class purity, the icon of honesty, and all of the brand Kejriwal will get affected very significantly.
Right. It's also about credibility, as you mentioned, and these numbers today on Result Day Live are also about credibility. 2 pictures, one from the Live Result Hub, where Griha is joining us live, and Anvit from the counting center of Maharani Bagh. Anvit, has the counting center open? Because some networks, some channels are already flashing numbers.
Yeah, see, some vehicles of election observers have entered this counting center. We are at Maharani Bagh, where also a short while ago Atishi had reached, and elaborate arrangements have been made. Election observers, at least 2 to 3 vehicles have already entered the center, and we are being told that it has already begun, and you can see the staff is still coming in, and the elaborate arrangements of the police that have been made, even inside. It is a good network of CCTV cameras that cover this counting center, and there are Jangpura, Kasturba Nagar, Kalkaji and Okla are the areas of which the votes will be counted here. This a short while ago, CM Atishi had also reached here, but she initially, when we spoke to her, she said that she is expecting that Aam Aadmi Party will form the government.
So the counting centers have opened.
However,
The process of counting has begun, Anvit, but by what time are we expecting the first set of numbers? Is there a screen outside there that will start showing the numbers at these counting centers, or will there be an announcement made that the process is officially beginning? Because of the live result hub, the phones are not buzzing. Griha.
Anand, and you're right to point that out, and I would in fact get you a real picture, because here right now the live result hub is well armored, it's equipped with its volunteers. The phones have not yet started to ring because the postal ballots have just about opened up. So we would like to mention here that if at all you're seeing the numbers elsewhere, they are in fact mere hearsay, or they are inflated numbers. They are not the real numbers. Here's where you get the real numbers, and let me get you a technical detail on how do we manage this at live results hub. We have
Okay, there.
which are in fact already begun to show the numbers. What is happening here?
So, see, we have a system in place wherein we have reporters at all the counting centers in New Delhi. There are 19 counting centers where almost 22 reporters are right there right at the moment, and they will update directly to this live result hub, wherein we have a system in place. We have all the districts and all the constituencies and all the candidates' name entered into this system. The moment the first phone call rings in, and we'll get the first trends. But as of now, we are seeing on the other channels, these figures are not real. Some channels are showing almost 17 seats, trends on the 17 seats, but actually these are not the real figures. Real figures only News 18 gets you first.
Yeah, because it's actually impossible. If the postal ballots have just about opened up, it's just 8:07.
Yeah.
How is it possible that the numbers have actually begun to trickle in? Because we would only get to know by 8:10, post 8:10 maybe?
See, there are almost 3 seats wherein we expect the results at the earliest. These are the Delhi Kent, the Chandni Chowk, and there is one more seat that the number of votes casted were very small, like less than 1 lakh. So we expect first trend to be very, very soon here. But the system in place, we have been doing this for the last so many years, and we are getting the results first and accurate. So we ask your viewers to stay tuned to Network 18 so that we get the first, the moment we get the first result, it will directly reflected on your TV screen.
Absolutely. So you heard that, Anand. News 18 Live Result Hub is where you get the most accurate numbers. So do not trust any other place. This is where you need to
I can only say all our other friends across the other networks and all, सब जगह घोड़े दौड़ाएंगे, बाकी eventually numbers यहीं पर आएंगे. So the numbers that will be here on our screen is where all other numbers will eventually come and settle. So they're all taking you on a royal ride with respect to numbers, because the numbers have not yet started. Counting or the postal ballot process has just begun. Even as we have Abhijit Majumdar and Chetan Bhagat joining us here.
Just to explain the whole process,
studio.
Whatever round of counting is done, the EC officials have to show that to every political party representative, get their sign off, and then only declare that round of counting. So, channels, as the Chief Election Commissioner said, 8 baje counting shuru hoti hai, 8:01 pe aap result already dikhane shuru karte hain. That's fake. That is absolutely fake.
And I live in front of a counting center. There are 19 in this city, and the security is tremendous. It's quite incredible. I've seen elections taking place even in America where nothing like this happens. But it's such tight security. At I think 4:30 or 4:45 onwards, the announcements were made that the election observers can enter, but leave your phone outside. So they have a counter where you can leave your cell phone. Even cell phones are not allowed. So there's no way that these results are coming out from the counting centers if at all somebody is flashing them, because it's very tight security. There's CRPF, there's paramilitary all over the place. Even the buildings around the counting centers, there is security forces on the terraces of those houses watching. There are drones out there, so there's no leakage of information that comes in via air, water or land.
True. Manish Sisodia has just stepped out. He's also entering a counting center. He's not speaking right now. He's just walked in. He's walked in with the papers, and only he has been allowed. The media has also not been allowed there. We've got Sharon joining us. Yes, Sharon, where are you?
Anand, I'm at Gold Market Counting Center where Sandeep Dixit is present, and as one of our panelists was saying about the security and how tight the security is usually in the counting center, I just want to show you how tight the security over here is. On your right side there is CRPF force, and then there is Delhi police also, and like she also pointed out that there is a adjacent school that is also there. There also there is security on top of that building. So very tight security as far as this counting center is concerned, because this is not just counting the votes of New Delhi constituency. If I ask my camera person Umesh to show you, this particular counting center is actually counting the votes of Patel Nagar, Rajendra Nagar, RK Puram, Greater Kailash, Delhi, Cant and New Delhi. And that is why the candidates from New Delhi constituency, as of now, Sandeep Dixit is inside. Apart from that,
all right, first leads have come in. First leads have come in. They're showing on the screen. Let's go to the News 18 live result hub. Griha, where is this lead coming in?
Yes, it's Najafgarh, Anand. We have Shailendra ji, from where is it coming in and who has the lead here?
So we have the first call from Najafgarh, our reporter there. He has updated us that on the Najafgarh seat, we have the BJP candidate who is leading at the moment.
Najafgarh, it's BJP that is leading here, Anand. So the first leads, BJP gets it.
Neelam Pehelwan of the BJP is leading in Najafgarh. It was a seat won by the Aam Aadmi Party 5 years ago. You have another lead. This is New Delhi constituency. Parvesh Verma of the BJP is leading in the New Delhi constituency against former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. 2 leads have come so far. 4 leads have come. There are 2 leads have come. One from New Delhi constituency, Parvesh Verma leading, and the other from Najafgarh in the outskirts of Delhi, Neelam Pehelwan of the BJP leading.
So early leads, postal ballots being counted. Rao Shankar coming to you. There, of course. So there is RSS and someone who's got quite deeply networked with the RSS sitting right next to you. So the 2 gentlemen, good morning.
Yes. He's in a black shirt. Very quickly, just wanted to say a facetious remark, Abhijit.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Look, just very quickly, this is one of the 3 larger area-wise constituencies in Delhi, and this has a significant number of Jats. Najafgarh. But, again, coming down to this number, there are 3 lakh more women that have voted from last time, right? And they're spread across 40 constituencies. How is this woman vote going to translate on the ground?
There's one more from Jangpura. The BJP candidate there is leading, Mr. Marwa. Tarvinder Singh Marwa is the first time candidate
who switched to this particular seat
This
just
is
a month ago. There was a lot. Now, remember, at least a third of the AAP's total deployment of MLAs are either fresh faces or people who've changed seats. So there is a significant anti-incumbency that they have sensed. But again, as I'm saying, if this vote is going to be, within 4 or 5%, it could be a long day for us, because I'm telling you that the AAP is going to keep a hawk eye. They will constantly say that ye ilake mein aapne hamara pura vote nahi count kiya, wahan par aapne nahi kiya, machine yahan thandi pad gayi. This is going to go on through, because they've already, as you saw, Mr. Sisodia, went straight into the counting center. He is not interested in anything else.
Very, very early days, but the former Chief Minister, Mr. Kejriwal, former Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Sisodia, both trailing. 1 lead for AAP from Malviya Nagar, where Somnath Bharti, the sitting MLA, he's leading. So 1 lead for AAP, 3 leads for the BJP.
Not a very happy early trend for the Aam Aadmi Party. I think Mr. Sisodia and Arvind Kejriwal, they would have liked to start with a bang right from the beginning. But it's interesting that Jangpura should have been a cakewalk for the Aam Aadmi Party. And if Mr. Sisodia, and many exit polls also showed that his situation is kind of wobbly, that really is a pointer that Aam Aadmi Party should have got its act together, given him probably a safe seat. Jangpura was considered a safe seat. Strange that even from the word go,
his situation is not happy. Smita Prakash, if this election is going to come down to credibility, the more honest, right, then I'm afraid this is not looking good.
Yeah.
If that is the perception that is dominated,
This is a brand Kejriwal election, like basically the value of brand Kejriwal before and after, because BJP has won in Lok Sabha 7 out of 7 twice, right? This is a very BJP loving state, clearly. But when assembly elections come, they vote for AAP. Why? For one guy, Arvind Kejriwal.
Yeah.
Now, if they don't do it now, that means they are back to like, okay, let's just become, he's not who we thought he is, or he's not the same anymore, and we can discuss all day why. But I think it is a test of brand Kejriwal.
What if it flips?
We've
What
got
if the
one more.
BJP?
We've got
Okay,
one more lead from
coming.
Burari, again in the outskirts of Delhi. I believe the outskirts of Delhi will really decide who wins Delhi. Burari seat, Aam Aadmi Party leading.
Yeah.
But pay attention to also the changes that are happening. 4 gains, all 4 seats that the BJP is leading right now, all 4 they had lost 5 years ago. So the gains.
Early days, I
The AAP
suppose.
had 62 seats, so
Yeah. RK Puram,
BJP is starting with the postal ballots. You know,
RK Puram, South Delhi constituency, BJP, Anil Kumar Sharma is leading from RK.
Here, Chetan Bhagat's observation, even
Prime Minister Modi also trailing in Varanasi. Everybody got very excited, like on the other side, and then that didn't happen.
yeah, these are early leads, so that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's too early in the day, but even in the early leads, like Smita Prakash said, the AAP would have wanted to get off the blocks because I remember 2015, 2020, the AAP was seriously off the blocks. It was not that it was
When
playing
you're
catch up,
60
and
out of
that number
70,
just kept racing.
you know.
It just kept racing. That's
Anand,
what happened.
Najafgarh is where Nadda ji had started his campaign from. Outer Delhi, the 21 seats, they have paid a fair bit of attention this elections.
Look, I mean,
Yogi started
let's
with-
ask him
how
I
would
slightly disagree with Nali
Okay.
on one point. I do believe that, look, the BJP has a lot of skin in the game here because the entire thrust of the agency-led, inquisition of the opposition, they have to combat here. If Kejriwal comes out smelling of roses,
There are more outer Delhi constituencies. Vishwas Nagar, Om Prakash Sharma of the BJP leading. Shadra, which is again in the Jamna Par side of Delhi, the AAP candidate is leading. Jitinder Singh, Sunny of the AAP is leading. So 3 leads for the AAP, 6 for the BJP. One more. Chandni Chowk, Satish Jain of the BJP is leading in Chandni Chowk.
Wow.
Very high percentage of Muslims there. Again, very, very early days. Postal ballots, but the BJP candidate leading in a Muslim-dominated constituency in Old Delhi of Chandni Chowk. To 6 to the BJP, 3 to the Aam Aadmi Party. Very, very early days.
On the leaderboard,
Chandni Chowk,
Exactly,
exactly. It's-
Muslim.
Yes,
they've
it is,
got
yeah.
they've
Jains,
got a lot
traders.
of the Punjabi Baniya community. Yeah, so there is a very strong RSS BJP
Yeah,
kind
it
of
used to be Congress
population.
and BJP. Gad. Now the other aspect is that even if the BJP hits about 10-15 leads, it will be for the first time they're saying even in leads that such numbers
actually
are coming in.
Matia Mahal,
Delhi.
Balli Maran,
It's all around that same area. Chandni Chowk,
Yeah.
Matia Mahal, Balli Maran.
Yeah,
But 6 and
that's
4 right now,
plus.
10 leads early on. We said by about 8-10 is when 8-10, 8-12 is the first lead to come. That's exactly what happened.
So one
And
more,
now
Lakshmi
more.
Nagar, again
11
East,
leads.
East Delhi, Jamnapar constituency. The AAP candidate is leading. Bibi Tyagi of the Aam Aadmi Party is leading in Lakshmi Nagar.
So it's got, I think 11 are being plotted. Yeah, one more.
7. So one more from Rohini, which is of course Vijinder Gupta's seat. He's leading from that seat. He was the leader of the opposition in the previous assembly. So 7-4 is where we are right now. The BJP running away with the early leads. Like I keep saying, pay attention to this figure. It's 4 gains. So whatever the BJP is winning, those are seats that were won by the Aam Aadmi Party earlier. Right now, the big news is Arvind Kejriwal is trailing, and so is his friend and colleague Manish Sisodia in both New Delhi and
Kalkaji is not reporting.
This may
yet.
change.
Yeah, this may change.
May change, of
But
course.
let's do a thought experiment. What happens if Arvind Kejriwal loses?
Well, I think if the icon of the party loses, the party will also lose.
Party wins.
I think that would be a contradiction. It would be a rarity.
Leadership crisis exists.
No, but it won't matter.
West
TMC.
Bengal, Mamta.
Look at the
Yes.
TMC thing.
On the
No?
question of
What happened?
BJP versus AAP, see, I wasn't saying that it won't be a setback for BJP if it loses. What I'm trying to say is, in terms of the scale of the impact,
Existentially.
AAP is an existential crisis. If
Yes.
BJP loses, it's not an existential crisis.
All right, Okla is Kalkaji is reporting the CM is trailing. Ramesh Biduri of the BJP
Early lead for
is
Ramesh
leading.
Biduri.
Very early. But yes, in all 3 constituencies, Kalkaji, the sitting chief minister, New Delhi, the former chief minister, Jangpura, the former deputy chief minister, 3 iconic candidates of the Aam Aadmi Party, all trailing.
So if you
all
say
3
that the
trailing.
postal ballot tends to be the middle class.
Well, one more lead.
Karawal Nagar, Kapil Mishra of the BJP is leading. This, of course, again, a sitting AAP seat, Karawal Nagar, won by the, right now, Kapil Mishra of the BJP is leading.
Please
in
give
Karawal
your
Nagar.
thoughts, Rahul. Going across to Griha at the news, live result hub. Yes, Griha.
Yes, there's one more. Saurabh Bhardwaj of the Aam Aadmi Party is leading from Greater Kailash. That's one other lead that is being given to the Aam Aadmi Party so far, Anand. Right now, we just called, in fact,
There's
Karawal
one more
Nagar,
lead.
Kapil Mishra, BJP. There's AAP, In fact, Satyendra Jain is also leading from Shakur Basti. That is also there, Anand. That has just, in fact, come in. So a lead there for Aam Aadmi Party from Shakur Basti and Greater Kailash. Atishi is trailing.
Right.
So that's there.
Right. So
and there's one from Badli, Devendra Yadav from the Congress. First
He's
lead
the sitting
for the Congress Party. Yes.
He's the sitting Congress state president.
Congress
Badli.
also finds itself on the leaderboard after a decade.
Yeah.
It's just the leaderboard. As of now, it's the leads. Rahul Shivshankar, 9 and 6. These are the early leads. The early leads show a lead,
But
trend
AAP
towards
down
the
by
BJP.
6 in the early leads.
Yes.
So these are postal ballots. So
Yeah.
it tends to tell you that middle class voters generally are the ones who, I don't know if this is true or not, but postal ballots dominated by the middle class, would you say, Nalin?
Yeah.
And if that is the case, then perhaps.
Also by government employees.
Amanatullah Khan.
So as
Amanatullah Khan is leading in.
And that was the core AAP constituency.
Yeah.
Amanatullah Khan is leading in Okhla. So you have Amanatullah who's leading, Saurav Bharadwaj who's leading in Greater Kailash, Somnath Bharti who's leading in Malviya Nagar, and of course in Shakur Basti, as Griha was saying, you have Satyendra Jain leading. Also, Rajouri Garden, Manjinder Singh Sirsa of the BJP is leading in Rajouri Garden. Used to be with the Akali Dal, now with the BJP in Rajouri Garden.
But amazing
he's
to
leading.
see that the unanimous reaction to Saurabh Bharadwaj is that's expected.
Yeah.
Now, one leader where across political party lines there is a certain level of respect and also the work that he's done at his constituency. There is no questioning this over the last 12, 15 years. Saurabh Bharadwaj.
The BJP didn't give out tickets because nobody wanted from the BJP to fight against Saurabh Bharadwaj. So giving a ticket also became an issue that inke saath kya ladna, because even the BJP voter in that area was like, this is a good man, so let's not. And as far as the question which Chetan asked, if I may come in on that, that what happens to the AAP in case Arvind Kejriwal loses? See, look at the TMC thing. Nandigram happened. In spite of that, it didn't dent at all Mamata Banerjee's hold over her party or over her electorate. So even if Aam Aadmi Party wins and Arvind Kejriwal doesn't manage to hold on to the New Delhi constituency,
One more. Patparganj, which was Sisodia's old seat, he left that seat. The BJP candidate there is leading, Ravinder Singh Negi of the BJP leading there against Arvind Ojha of the Aam Aadmi Party.
One more lead for the
AAP. One more AAP, which is in Kirari, which is in West Delhi.
Double figures.
Into double figures.
Anil Jha of the Aam Aadmi Party leading in Kirari. So
for the first time in a decade that the Congress is finding itself on the leaderboard, and the first time in a decade in the Delhi Vidhan Sabha that the BJP is in double digits, the AAP leading in 8. Yes, Griha.
This is what we have so far. Right now, the last one that we have just, in fact, spoken is Kirari. Anil Jha of the Aam Aadmi Party, BJP, Ravinder Singh Negi from Patparganj is leading. Rajouri Garden, it's Mr. Sirsa who's leading from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Rightfully said, Congress. We also have Amanatullah Khan, Okhla. He is right now leading from Okhla. Aam Aadmi Party, another number that's going to Aam Aadmi Party. But Congress, of course, finding itself on the leaderboard here with Devendra Yadav leading from Badli. So that is the latest that we are picking up as far as the postal ballots are concerned.
Viewers, just keep an eye to the left of your screen, and this is to my right and to the left of your screen, seat by seat. Who holds the seat, which party, and who is leading? I think this should be a nice reckoner as you're looking at this leaderboard, and of course the key race alerts, and then the halfway mark. Who's ahead in the race to this magic figure of 36 that gives you the majority number?
We have one more. This is Moti Nagar, Harish Khurana. Again, recognizable face on television. Moti Nagar, Harish Khurana of the BJP leading.
The sting operation.
Let me just tell you very quick observation. The conversion rate here of the BJP early days is quite high. It's 50% plus.
Yes.
That will give it a lot of sort of, at this moment, hope. But remember, things have changed in Haryana. Things changed dramatically in just a matter of 20 minutes after 10. So let's just hold our horses here.
But still a two-horse race only.
Yeah, it's a two-horse race. It's expected to be, but I would be interested, of course, to see how much the Congress weans away from the AAP, because they're sort of looking at this only from a voter turnout, vote share perspective. They're not looking at seats.
Just quickly, as more leads are coming in, if the AAP loses the national impact of it, let's say two scenarios.
I think
taking forward from what Nalin was saying, let's say the AAP wins but Arvind loses, or AAP loses. Two scenarios. What will be the knock-on effect going forward?
It could be the Delhi unit could be on a collision course with Punjab in that case, because Punjab, is safe for two or three more years. Kejriwal is out on bail, Manish is out on bail. It's not exactly the Mamata situation,
Yes, it's not.
Smita said, and Bengal is a far bigger state that way.
No, and Mamata had 211 MLAs. That's a huge number.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
you can't
And the
not
fact
make
is
her the
that
chief
it's
minister.
Arvind Kejriwal who sort of has, even if you look at Punjab, picked Mr. Maan. He's picked all his people. If you begin to lose credibility in the eyes of the electorate, it will obviously impact on the larger party. Yes, they might squeeze through if I don't know, if Mr. Kejriwal loses and the AAP wins, it won't be a dramatic win for the AAP. It might be a seat more or a seat.
So we have one more. This is from
seat there.
Rajinder Nagar. Again, Umang Bajaj of the BJP is leading. This is Durgesh Pathak's seat of the Aam Aadmi Party. Again, one more pickup for the BJP. So the BJP now leading in 13. 9 of those seats were ones that were won by the Aam Aadmi Party. So that is huge.
Yeah, Ravi Srivastava, Nalin Mehta, let's take this conversation forward. What's at stake? Will the AAP start looking beyond Arvind Kejriwal? If the result is that 37, 38 seats for the AAP, Arvind loses, Atishi loses, what happens then?
I think there's no question of AAP looking beyond Arvind Kejriwal. If Arvind Kejriwal is loses thing, then AAP splinters apart. Because, like Rahul said, Arvind Kejriwal is AAP. I think the big difference between I take the point which Smita was making about the Mamata example. However, I think the big difference between Bengal and Delhi is Bengal there is also a very strong regional identity and Mamata embodies that. In Delhi, they don't have a regional identity of that kind. There's no sub-ethnic identity in Delhi of that kind, right? So Delhi is a very specific movement of the middle class, movement of a certain kind of politics. And if Kejriwal loses, that means his primary USP, which was this image of cleanliness, all of that gets dented, and he loses political power. This is a party that has never been out of political power since it was formed.
And don't forget, the AAP could implode. It could begin splintering. People could begin to quit. People will challenge for the leadership.
And in Punjab, the AAP is also become a regional party with turncoats from everybody else over there. They don't have necessarily the kind of allegiance to Kejriwal as people in Delhi have. So
They have national ambitions. They are very happy being a regional Punjab party. They will say, you know what, we are on our own. Thank you, bye bye.
You have the Simran Singh Badal man. You could have the AAP man. You never know.
2 points which I want to make. Three sons of chief ministers fighting elections. One trailing, which is Sandeep Dixit, and the other two doing. So you have Gen Next of former chief ministers who are fighting this election. Very interesting situation, especially in the New Delhi constituency, where 2 sons of chief ministers against Arvind Kejriwal. But I kind of disagree that AAP doesn't have national ambitions. I think they very much
No, AAP Punjab.
AAP Punjab will.
They split and they say, we are happy to give Punjab a gold alternative. We'll run Punjab. We'll be very happy with the state. That's the thing.
For the parliament election, which was fought by AAP, of the 400 seats, they got 4 seats and all from Punjab.
So they have national ambition. I don't believe that Aam Aadmi Party lacks that ambition. In fact, it's the reason why it's been the fastest growth that you have seen of any political party.
So one more seat, Vishwas Nagar, the BJP is leading there again. This is all East Delhi seats. Patparganj, like I said, Mr. Sisodia's old seat. There the BJP is leading. You also have one more seat, Shadra in East Delhi. Again, the Aam Aadmi Party there leading. One more seat we have in West Delhi from Palam, Kuldeep Solanki of the BJP is leading. So the BJP used to be a West Delhi party. Now they seem to be getting their sort of mojo back in West Delhi. From Sadar Bazaar, Manoj Kumar Jindal of the BJP leading. Again, Sadar Bazaar in Old Delhi. In Chandni Chowk, the BJP candidate is leading. So 2 constituencies in Old Delhi, we know the leads for, both of which the BJP candidate seems to be leading. So it is 18-8. More results for the BJP from Rithala in North Delhi. The BJP candidate leading there from Rohini, which is where Vijinder Gupta is leading from. So in North Delhi, in West Delhi, again in South Delhi, now from Bijwasan, Kailash Gehlot, who used to be the AAP minister, the transport minister, changed parties, joined the BJP. Kailash Gehlot is leading from Bijwasan in Outer Delhi. So clearly,
that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Because it shows that there is therefore some sort of sentiment, pro-BJP sentiment. I just want to know,
not just pro-BJP, there's an anti-AAP sentiment. If Kailash Gehlot,
pro-BJP or anti-AAP.
This kind of map we haven't seen for the BJP in 28 years.
So Zach, I just wanted to ask you on that point. The Prime Minister focused on 3 or 4 areas. How are those seats doing? Because he made a very emotional.
RK Puram, for example, where his last rally was, the BJP candidate is leading from there.
20 leads for BJP. First time ever, 20 leads for the BJP in about a decade.
Coming from North Delhi, Sultanpur, Majra, the BJP candidate Karan Singh Sharma is leading. Mangolpuri, the BJP candidate is leading. In Rithala, the BJP candidate is leading. Couple of seats from Bhavana, the AAP candidate is leading. And from, of course, Kirari, again, the AAP candidate is leading. So BJP opening seats in Northwest Delhi, it's quite significant because they didn't have these seats
and
before.
the high turnout areas, right? These were the high turnout.
From Balimaran, the AAP candidate is leading. So in the 3 seats in Old Delhi, yeah, we have 1 for the AAP and 2, Sadar Bazaar and Chandni Chowk, going to the BJP.
I might make a point here. What's interesting in this is, what our data hub is showing is that compared to Lok Sabha 2024, which is when BJP won 54% of the vote, BJP is up even from that in these seats by 10 seats.
By 10 seats.
So, so if this trend holds, and we don't know if it will hold, in the seats that we have trends for, BJP is doing even better than what it did in the Lok Sabha.
No, Rahul, I was just saying, there's a difference between pro-BJP and anti-AAP. Because in Punjab, it was not a pro-AAP wave. It was an anti-Rivaayati parties that saw the AAP sweep the Punjab elections. So if this time around, it need not necessarily, because there will be people who would say that I am not going to give to AAP, so I will give to BJP. It's not because I want to give to the BJP.
Well, it's an interesting one.
That
that's very interesting. And of course, the margins will tell us. The result will tell us.
21-10 right
I just want to make one small point. And if you think about it, the BJP has actually played a local campaign this time. They didn't go into the national issue. There was no polarization. There was no, no one coming out making those speeches that sort of were off color as in the past. But yes, significantly right now, it seems that the Muslim vote is not moving from the AAP. So in some seats where the Muslim vote will perhaps have an impact, may stick with the AAP, but generally the trend 17 plus 32, the conversion rate, just look at the conversion rate.
It's also a possibility that the Muslim voter may not have come out and voted in big numbers this time. They would have steered clear saying, I may not want to vote for any of the other parties, but I don't want to vote for you either.
But
they may also have decided
constituencies have been higher. But because Zafrabad and all of that
by default.
All right, we have more from Wazirpur. From Wazirpur, Poonam Sharma of the BJP is leading. Rajesh Gupta of the Aam Aadmi Party is the candidate there for the AAP. So one more result going in favor of the BJP. This is Poonam Sharma. Ragini Nayak of the Congress is also fighting from that seat. We have more. Like I said, BJP is winning in pockets where it has never won before. Certainly not in the last 3 decades. It's winning in Old Delhi. It's winning in West Delhi. For example, the Rajouri Garden seat, Mr. Sirsa is leading there. Neighboring seat of Moti Nagar, Harish Khurana is leading. The seat of Patel Nagar, again, the BJP candidate is leading. In Rajendra Nagar, the BJP candidate is leading. So clearly, if pockets of Delhi, areas of Delhi where the BJP never opened its account, we have one more coming in. This is in South Delhi. Just taking a quick look at what that constituency is. From Palam, like I said, the BJP candidate is leading. From Dwarka again, Pradyuman Singh Rajput of the BJP is leading. South, West, Central Delhi, Old Delhi, Northwest Delhi, even in some parts of East Delhi, which was the AAP stronghold, you've got a couple of seats where the BJP is currently leading in. So 23
is it now reflecting the Lok Sabha 2024 projection onto the Delhi State Assembly? Is
it's still early days. It's still early days.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the trends going out because there it said 52 seats for the BJP, isn't it? The Lok Sabha.
In the seats we have trends for, the BJP is doing better in those seats than it even did in 2024. However, 2 interesting trends I want to add something to what Zaka was saying. See, remember we were talking earlier that how AAP's primary vote bank with the Juggi clusters and in the lower strata of economic strata. In the Juggi seats that we have, or the seats with the Juggi influence, BJP is winning 10-1 right now.
10-1.
If you look at that's one. Second is when you look at the lower income seats, in those ones also, BJP is ahead 7-4. So if there is anything to be made out of this early trend, these 2 things are very telling if you combine that along with the Lok Sabha projections.
Lok Sabha projections. That's going to the line up just with the information to our viewers, along with the leads and results on the screen. Keep an eye to the right of, to my right or to your left, to the left of your screens, because here we'll try and get you all the breakdowns that both Nalin and Zaka are speaking about in terms of the clusters, in terms of the pockets, and of course the regions all across the state of Delhi. Yes, Griha.
Okay, we have got 3 more leads, Anand. Seelampur, we have AAP leading. Mustafabad also, Adil Ahmed Khan from Aam Aadmi Party. Srinagar, there's a BJP lead of Tilak Ram Gupta. So these 3, 2 for AAP and BJP 1.
24 and 12. So the BJP twice as much as the AAP.
I don't think
as of now.
Return. I know Haryana, whatever.
Don't say that. No, what are you saying? No, Chetan, what is Chetan? That's what's going to happen. That the trend will not change. So that's
unlikely.
At 8:30, at 8:33, at 8:36,
that's
8:36.
This is a small.
At 8:36, Chetan Bhagat is saying that these trends will hold. Chetan Bhagat is saying at 8:36 a.m. that these trends will hold. There will not be a Haryana-like flip that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't update here.
Chetan's going to get trolled anyway.
I just got an update. After hearing Chetan, they started frying the jalebis.
I think the first sip of coffee or the first chip that went in, and then that's the gut burst. That's
how is it likely to change now? I mean, is it all going to turn around and like from 30?
It's only postal ballots so far.
No, I think EVMs would have started. EVMs would have started. 8:30 onwards. EVMs would have started.
First lead. The Election Commission is reporting 1 leads right now, officially, where BJP is leading from Vishwas Nagar, Om Prakash Sharma.
So that is also already being tracked.
That's already, Vishwas Nagar is already.
That's already very quickly. Now, here is where I'd like to clarify, and Zaka, you can weigh in on this. That why is it that we are showing you leads on 37 out of 70 when officially the EC is only showing 1? Because at our count, at all the counting centers, News 18 reporters are on ground, and once the number is verified, there is a process that the EC officials have to go through in terms of authentication. But those numbers are out there, and our reporters are aware of those numbers, and that's why we are giving you these. In a short while from now, you will see the EC coming to these numbers only with respect to leads. The EC will also come to these numbers in a short while from now. It's the technicalities that we are able to escape, and our phones buzz faster, and that's why we are getting you these numbers. So these are the real numbers as of now.
All right, so 24 to the BJP, 12 to the Aam Aadmi Party. So the BJP getting almost twice of what the AAP is getting. But I keep pointing, look at the gains. 19 of those gains have come to the BJP on sitting Aam Aadmi Party seats. 20 losses for the Aam Aadmi Party.
And
so even if you take 62, they are down to 42 already.
24 out of 37. That's a big conversion rate right
for 24 out of 37 is a conversion rate.
But just think about the Congress right now. Just think about the Congress. I know, we've always said that this is going to be a 2-horse race, but the Congress not doing very well in Kashmir earlier, out of the equation, Jharkhand junior partner, Maharashtra gone, Haryana blown out of the water. This is not looking like a party that has been able to sustain some of the momentum it picked up in the Lok Sabha. Now, was that an aberration?
Does it have credibility in the India Alliance? Will they have the support to lead the India Alliance and be the fulcrum of the India Alliance?
He disagrees. So
I disagree. I think if Mr. Kejriwal loses in Delhi, if AAP loses in Delhi, it's a huge opportunity for the Congress. Also, we have to look at the wait and look at the vote share at the end of the day. If Congress actually comes close to 10 or more %, then it's good for Rahul Gandhi.
You think?
All right. Some of the Northeast Delhi seats, Rahul was asking about it. So Gandhinagar, Arvind Singh Lovely, who used to be with the Congress, now with the BJP, he's currently leading in Gandhinagar. Shahadra, Sanjay Goyal of the BJP is leading. In Vishwas Nagar, again, the BJP candidate is leading. In Patparganj, again, the BJP candidate is leading. Mr. Kapil Mishra is leading from Karawal Nagar, neighboring constituency of Mustafabad, where they had a sitting BJP MLA. The MLA from Karawal Nagar was changed to Mustafabad. He is trailing. The Aam Aadmi Party candidate is leading in Mustafabad. But I think in Northeast Delhi too, which was the gut of the Aam Aadmi Party, you're seeing a whole bunch of saffron around there. And I think the BJP across regions, like I said, in Sadar Bazaar, their candidate is leading. In Chandni Chowk, their candidate is leading. In the neighboring constituency of Balimaran, the AAP candidate is leading. So in Old Delhi, 2 seats, 2 pickups for the BJP. In Outer Delhi constituencies, Kailash Gehlot, with the AAP, now with the BJP, Jat influence seat. He's leading in Bijwasan. From Palam, again, close to the airport. Mr. Solanki of the BJP is leading. From Dwarka, again, West Delhi. People talk about the expressway and so on, has had an impact. Pradyuman Rajput of the BJP is leading. So in West Delhi, again, BJP running up big numbers. Northwest Delhi, which used to be a weakness for the BJP. Rithala, the BJP candidate, is leading. In Mangolpuri, the BJP candidate is leading. Then you have, of course, Rohini, where the Vijender Gupta's traditional seat. He's the sitting MLA from there. Sultanpur Majra, where the BJP has not won in the last 3 elections. Again, a BJP candidate leading. So a whole bunch of seats where the BJP is currently leading, which it has never won in the last 3 election cycles. Again, East Delhi seat, Krishna Nagar, Dr. Anil Goel of the BJP is leading.
What's that? Just one little pocket in an orange?
So this is Lakshmi Nagar, where Bibi Tyagi of the Aam Aadmi Party. Lakshmi Nagar, Bibi Tyagi of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Kumar Verma of the BJP trailing.
Quick update. In Muslim seats where voters are over 30%, Muslim voters are over 30%, the BJP is picking up seats.
Yes, Congress has
seats there, and those
Yeah.
seats are at the moment, if these leads are
So Chandni Chowk is one of those seats.
and not
So can I ask you another question?
also reserved Dalit seat.
Is there data available? The seats that the AAP changed their candidates on,
Yep,
or
we do.
brought in new people.
We do,
If
we
you can
do.
have a look at those.
AAP
because that'll
MLAs,
give you a
AAP
sense
MLAs
where
were
I think
dropped in
covers.
24 constituencies. Out of those 12, we have results for so far. BJP is picking up 8 out of those 12. Aam Aadmi Party leading only in 4 out of those 12. 12
So
we have
that tells
data
you
for now. 24
that
they
wasn't
dropped.
good enough.
So
that
that
tells
minus
you
7
there
there,
is
yeah.
anti-incumbents.
That tells you
Whether
that
it's
this
pro
is-
BJP, I don't know. But
That tells you the scale of
there is
anti-incumbents
there is an anti-AAP sentiment.
it was deep-seated and entrenched.
1.55 Muslim voters, 1.55 crore Muslim voters in this city, and that means 13% of Muslim voters have got splintered. If this is going to hold between the AAP, Congress and BSP, don't forget BSP. Total voters, yeah, total voters. If out of this, there has been AAP is doing so badly from those Muslim-dominated areas, that means there has been an effect of the Congress, the BSP, and I don't know whether AIMIM, because what you're saying is Amanatullah is leading.
He's leading,
So if he's leading, that means again OSC doesn't seem to have
So
had
a
an effect.
couple of other names for the AAP. Raki Birla, who used to be the speaker, she's leading from Madhipur. Like I said, Shakur Basti, Mr. Jain, he went to jail, he was the health minister, he's leading as well. Saurabh Bharadwaj, we talked about, he's leading in Greater Kailash. Malviya Nagar, Somnath Bharti is leading. So a few of these telegenic AAP faces seem to be leading. From Badarpur, Ram Singh Netaji of the AAP is leading.
Not AK.
What is this 47 dark blue?
That's a BSP candidate, I think. BSP or
That's what I'm saying.
We talked about
constituency number
We
47.
talked about Anand Zaka. We talked about Muslim.
From Babarpur, Gopal Rai, the transport minister, Babarpur, he's leading. He's expected to be on a strong wicket.
Who's leading Babarpur?
In Babarpur, Gopal Rai is leading.
Gopal Rai is leading in Babarpur, but the thing is, AAP is also playing catch up on the leads. BJP is touching 30 leads.
From Devli, what Chetan asked, Devli, Deepak Kumar from the LJP, I think this is part of the NDA alliance, he is leading from
The
Devli.
Purvanchali voters in this area.
So 30, 5 short of majority, 30 is where the BJP is at. Out of 48 seats, this can change, folks. Very early in the day, I don't have my watch, I think it's about 40 minutes into counting, 45 minutes. It's about 40 minutes into counting. This can very well change, but the trend seems to be that the BJP is on track for a big win as far as the Delhi Assembly is concerned. It is at 30 right now, 17 to the AAP. 23 of those seats are pickup seats from sitting MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party. So it's a big leg up for the BJP as far as Delhi is concerned.
Zaka, Anand, can I make a larger point? We talked about Muslim seats. When if you talk about the national politics, if we can extrapolate anything at this point, see, one of the things that the BJP went against BJP few months ago in 2024 was the Dalit vote, right? They recovered a lot of that in Haryana and in Maharashtra. You're looking at SC reserved seats in Delhi right now. BJP is picked up 4 seats at the moment. So it's 4-4.
Some of the access polls were
right. So if this trend holds, then it's recovering Dalit votes.
Can I also add the women factor that we were talking about? High women voter turnout seats, 26 we have reporting right now. 16 of those the BJP is leading in.
Well, the quick race to the halfway mark, and it's the two autos. The auto wallahs decided the fate of the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, especially the Aam Aadmi Party. So right now, closer to the halfway mark is the is the BJP at 30 leads. The BJP, the AAP a little far behind, just around 17 leads as of now. It's moved up to 18 leads even as we speak. Will they be able to play catch up and then get past this finishing line? That's the big question. As of now, it looks like the BJP closer to crossing that halfway number at this point. But this could all change. These are early trends.
Early trends. Elections, I think, Anand, that the AAP at this stage has to claw back. They were leading in the last two elections from the word go. So this is the first time that they have to now claw back from this position and come to that halfway mark. You've not made a graphic for the third party at all? Oh, okay, there. Maybe just about coming in.
The others have been others. Really others.
By the time the third party, वो third party frame में fit ही नहीं हो रहा था, इतना पीछे है भाई, कैसे दिखा दे? So that's what happened.
Mustafabad, where Tahir Hussain is fighting from.
I'm just looking for it.
The Delhi riots, and he's fighting for.
Mustafabad
party.
No, not yet. Mustafabad
not flouting it. Not flouting it.
Adil Ahmed Khan is leading.
So, if Mustafabad, Aam Aadmi Party is leading, that means that the Muslim voter of Mustafabad has forgiven the AAP for not doing anything during the riots. This was the worst affected area in the riots that happened, and they have not forgiven AAP for not saving them.
No, also the BJP, the neighboring MLA in Karawal Nagar, he was shifted by the BJP to Mustafabad.
But I also have
Kapil Mishra was given the Karawal
I'm going
Nagar
to
seat.
disagree a little bit with Smita Prakash here on the impact of the Congress on the Muslim. I think it's a little early. We should have a look at that at some length. So I don't know if that's going to happen.
Vikas Puri, Mahinder Yadav of the Aam Aadmi Party is leading. So you have, again, a couple of pickups for the BJP. For example, in the Mundka seat in the outskirts of Delhi, again, the BJP candidate there seems to be leading. There are pockets of green for the Aam Aadmi Party as well. Like I said, Vikas Puri, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate, is leading. Again, in Northwest Delhi from Kirari, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate is leading. You have one more pickup for Shalimar Bagh. Again, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate, Bandana Kumar, is leading for the Aam Aadmi Party. But I think this game is not over yet.
Yeah,
it's slowly picking up.
There are three takeaways. Now, number one, as we saw, the women vote seems to be inclined towards the BJP here. If you look at all the women-dominated seats, so to speak. Secondly, you have a problem where the AAP is facing anti-incumbency. Some of the people that changed are trailing, not doing well. So in those 20-odd seats, there's a problem for the AAP. And thirdly, in the backward communities, the AAP is not doing well. These are the mainstays really of the AAP.
Well, the AAP is playing catch up. We must say that as the leads are coming in and we get into perhaps the close of the first round of counting and into the second round of counting in some of the counting centers, what we are seeing is that the AAP, which was trailing by about 15 seats, 16 seats earlier, has now closed the gap and is now trailing by about 11 seats. So BJP into 31, just 4 short of the halfway number, 5 short of having perhaps a majority with respect to leads. No, these are not wins, these are still leads. But this is a situation, 32 now, even as we speak. So closer to that halfway number, just 3 short of the halfway number in terms of leads. This is something which is the BJP has not seen in the last decade.
And in a long time, not just
decades. In a long
3 decades.
3 decades. No, but I'm just saying, even in 2013, they came closer to the 30 number. It was a tight fight at that time, and then the Congress backed the AAP, and we know what khichdi happened, and that's why we went back into elections in 2015. But look at this. This is the BJP trying to consolidate, and Zaka kept saying that the outer Delhi, how the BJP performs or which party performs there will make a difference. Now, if you were to see, the BJP is plotting across all the various constituencies and regions of Delhi. That means that they have really done work, and you're right when they say that they've localized the election this time and they've steered clear of national issues.
And they focused on communities. They brought in leaders from Coimbatore down to Calcutta here to say, okay, let's focus on constituencies, people, all sorts of shades, and it may pay off.
Will we see a lot of tight fights this time around? Ravi Srivastava, what are you thinking? This is not a very pleasant scenario for the AAP. अगर 62 से 21 पे आ गए हैं तो कुछ तो गड़बड़ है सर.
It's early, Anand. We have to wait. We have to see because only the first round has gone up. So, but I think as I was talking to you yesterday also, AAP is definitely going to do well. They will not be doing as well as in the past 15 and 20, but then definitely they are going to make it. and you will watch it. You'll see it in a
but if the BJP wins say 50-51 seats, the AAP will still get about 18-20 seats. I'm just saying, is that well?
No, that's a defeat. Where is the well?
So in the lower
Better than the BJP.
in the lower income groups, the AAP is still holding on. It has 1 seat lead over the BJP, 11 to the AAP and 10 to the BJP. These are lower income seats out of 22 that are reporting right now. So I don't think this game is over yet, but
the
we'll see.
BJP has broken into even at the LMGs in the lower
Jhuggi-jhoppadis, yeah. Let's look at the Jhuggi-jhoppadis.
LMGs.
Yeah, again, the Jhuggi-jhoppadis, the BJP is leading 12-3 out of the 15 seats that are reporting. 12 of those Jhuggi-jhoppadi seats, the BJP candidate is leading only 3.
Well, the AAP has been constantly saying, Zach, all through this campaign that, the BJP is distributing largesse, there's liquor, there's money. They've been going after certain leaders of the BJP, saying that they're putting money in the hands of these, underprivileged people, this, that, the other. So I don't know. I mean, that's going to be the standard sort of. I mean, I'm surprised that Srivastava ji here is saying that, look, 30 seats, 25 seats is good going for the AAP.
There is one seat that seems to be it's oscillating. 20, 32, 21, 31. There is one seat that seems to be oscillating, and it seems to be tight fights. Could there be tight fights? Could the margin of victories be less than about, say, 1,000 votes in a lot of seats? Is that a possibility? Nalin Mehta, how is it looking?
Look, I don't know in terms of whether there will be enough tight fights or not. We're not sure. But last time there were enough. But the AAP bested the BJP in most of them.
They were exactly.
So they were enough to have tight fights, and also in assembly elections, that's par for the course.
Yeah, I have the numbers in fact somewhere. Just very quickly, what's happening in New Delhi? What's happening in Jangpura? What's happening in Kalkaji?
Same. New Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal is trailing. In Jangpura, Manish Sisodia is trailing. And in Kalkaji, Atishi is trailing.
So all three do we have the differentials right now?
All three, no. We don't have the differentials too early in the day to get
She
the
has just reached the counting center. Atishi has just reached the counting center. Obviously, the body language looked like she's a little tense about it. She must have known what the trends are because all of you are flashing it on.
So no, not just that. They're also going to get their own counting agents and their own people giving that way. I'll tell you, around 9:30 you will see the body language. We need to see the body language of leaders across parties around 9:30, 9:40 when they come on our cameras, because we will know what's going to happen by then.
We were talking about close contests. So in the seats that there were close contests in 2020, the BJP is leading in the majority of them right now. So it's picked up additional seats there.
Yeah.
So we're getting more seats reporting. So in Tilak Nagar, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate is leading. That's Jarnail Singh. He's the sitting MLA from there. He was not dropped. You have the neighboring constituency also where you're getting reporting now. Vikaspuri again, Madan Yadav, Mahinder Yadav of the Aam Aadmi Party is leading. So 32-21 is where it is now. BJP picking up a lot of seats in the eastern side, on the Jamna Par side. Like I said, Karawal Nagar, Mr. Mishra is leading. From Gonda, Ajay Mahawar of the BJP is leading. From Gandhi Nagar, Arvinder Lovely is leading. From the constituency of Rohtas Nagar, Jitinder Mahajan is leading. From Krishna Nagar, which again traditionally the BJP has done well there, Dr. Anil Goel is leading. From Vishwas Nagar, again BJP candidate leading. From Shahadra, Sanjay Goel of the BJP leading. So BJP picking up a lot of these northeast Delhi seats.
At the bottom, at the south,
this is Badarpur candidate. Yeah, Badarpur, Narayan Dutt Sharma of the BJP. This is a flip now. Badarpur, the AAP candidate was leading. Now the BJP candidate is leading. And also from Devli, again, Outer Delhi constituency, Deepak Tawar of the LJP-RV. I don't know if the LJP-RV is part of the NDA, Chirag Paswan's LJP, or whether it is some other offshoot.
So the LJP is being counted as part of the BJP plus right now, as part of the NDA, because that lead is reflecting as part of BJP. It's not another. The Aam Aadmi Party is leading in 22, so a 10-seat difference between. So the AAP now playing catch-up. So keeping that lead difference between about 10 to 11 seats between the BJP and the AAP. Will that scenario change over the course of the next 40-45 minutes, or will these leads hold? Because we're reporting 55 out of 70 seats, another 15 seats to be reported, and then we will see the scenario. Griha joining us from the live result hub. Yes, Griha.
Yes, Anand, let's get you a tally of the VIP candidates in the national capital. And so far, we are, in fact, Gopal Rai there is leading from Babarpur. We also have Ajesh Yadav from Badli, who's right now trailing of the Aam Aadmi Party. In fact, Ajay Maharwar from Gonda, BJP is leading. There's also Vijender Gupta from BJP, Rohini, he is leading currently. Arvind Kejriwal is trailing. Somnath Bharti from Malviya Nagar is leading, Aam Aadmi Party. And Satyendra Jain also from Shakur Basti is leading. Atishi, if we take a look, is trailing. Is she trailing?
Yes.
Trailing. Atishi is trailing. Durgesh Pathak is, does he have the lead? Durgesh Pathak?
Durgesh Pathak is.
Okay, he's also trailing from Rajendra Nagar. So this is what the status is of
How many rounds of counting so far?
So right now it is still paper ballots and EVMs are going to open very, very shortly.
Oh.
Only 2 EVMs so far. 2 EVMs and that is from Shadra and Vishwas Nagar. That's the only EVM leads that we have got and both of them are in fact giving that lead to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Right now it's still paper ballots.
So surprising that by about we're closing towards 9 a.m. and then it's still the paper ballots and postal ballots. So clearly the whole process of counting has started slower. But now it should pick up speed. There's a reason why we're saying wait till about 9:30, 9:45 because once the EVMs open, the rounds of counting will be faster and we should have more leads.
So in the
coming
Purvanchal belt, the Purvanchal voters, it's a tight fight between BJP and AAP. BJP leading in 10, Aam Aadmi Party leading in 9. I think the Purvanchali voters will also hold a key in at least 20 of these constituencies that are reporting so far. And like I said, it's an absolute neck and neck there, 10 to the BJP and 9 to the Aam Aadmi Party. We have more seats reporting from South Delhi. You have Tughlaqabad, where the AAP candidate is leading. You have Okhla, where Amanatullah Khan is leading. But in Badarpur, Narayan Dutt Sharma of the BJP is leading. In Sangam Vihar, again, Chandan Kumar Chaudhary of the BJP is leading. We talked about the LJP candidate. From Malviya Nagar, Somnath Bharti leading. From RK Puram, Anil Sharma of the BJP is leading. So the BJP picking up seats in a lot of areas where it had never opened its account. A lot of regions of Delhi where it had never opened its account. Let's go back to Northeast Delhi. Again, a flip there. Gokulpur, now the AAP candidate is leading in Gokulpur. Also in the neighboring constituency of Simapuri, again a flip there. The AAP candidate is leading. In Babarpur, Gopal Rai seems to be sitting pretty. But BJP also has a lot of pickups in Northeast Delhi. Rohtas Nagar, BJP leading. Shadra, BJP leading. Vishwas Nagar, BJP leading. Krishna Nagar, BJP leading. And of course, Kapil Mishra's seat, Karawal Nagar, BJP leading.
Satyendra Jain?
Satyendra Jain is leading in Shakur Basti. Satyendra Jain is leading in Shakur Basti and Rakhi Birla is leading in the neighboring constituency of Madhipur.
Also Vijendra Gupta, he's another VIP candidate.
Vijendra Gupta is also leading in the seat of Rohini, where of course he's the leader of the opposition.
But this is not postal ballots. It's been confirmed that these are still postal
ballots and about 3 or now I'm given to understand 3 counting centers, EVMs counting.
I just want to bring a statistic into this. You know, yes, of course, 2020. If you look at the top line numbers, the AAP surged 63 seats or so, but there were 16 very tight fights. 10% or less, and in an assembly election, 10% is not much. So remember that it wasn't the one-way sort of cakewalk that it was sort of thought to be. So 16 seats is a hell of a lot.
So in the tight fight seats from 2020, I mean, it doesn't have to be a tight fight this time around, but the seats that we saw 2020 tight fights, less than 10,000 votes, out of 11 seats, BJP is leading in 8, AAP is leading only in 3. So the BJP winning in those tight fight seats.
Even in the Muslim dominated seats, I just saw it on our screen, out of the 10 seats, the BJP is leading in 3.
Yeah, the Muslim dominated seats where there is 30% more Muslims, BJP is leading in 7 and the Aam Aadmi Party is leading in 3.
So 2 pickups there. Now the BJP just 2 short of the halfway number in terms of leads, 33 and 22, 11 ahead of the Aam Aadmi Party. The Congress still holding on to that 1 seat where it continues to lead. So EVM round of counting has begun in some of the counting centers. Now each of these counting centers are representing at least 4 to 5 assembly constituencies. So that's why the leads will start coming through for multiple assembly constituencies from the same counting center, and it should happen faster. The estimate or the understanding is it's 9 a.m. By about 9:45, there will be a serious consolidation of these numbers, and we will be closer to determining who has the advantage or who is ahead in terms of getting to that seat of the Delhi Secretariat. Right now, halfway mark, just 2 short of the halfway mark is
again
the BJP.
High women voter turnout seats. You were talking about it. 18 to the BJP, 13 to the Aam Aadmi Party. Again, real neck there.
Postal ballot sentiment shift, I don't know, but look, just very quickly, if it's going to be a 48-42%, vote share kind of game, I think we're going to have to wait till about 11 o'clock because round after round, those numbers, you see, the BJP is playing catch up. Right. So its vote share has to increase proportionally if it has to win. and go beyond what it's ever done. And that's going to lead to some tight contestations, I feel.
Yeah, it's possible because the AAP has now reduced the lead margin to 24 and 32.
The high voter turnout seats where it is higher than the state average of 60 point something. 16 seats are reporting again neck and neck, AAP at 8 and BJP at 7.
I mean, it could well be an election like we saw in Karnataka, for example, at the assembly level, where many seats went to the Congress, but the margins were, not as expansive as other binary states where there are just two parties. So it's
after 3 hours or so.
Because no exit poll gave the AAP less than 42% of the vote. Which means that there is going to be a fight, whichever way we look at it.
Yeah, but that also looks like all pollsters have said there will be a 12% slide in vote share.
Chhattarpur, again, outer constituency, Brahm Singh Tanwar of the Aap Aadmi Party is leading. Delhi, where the LJP candidate is leading, now it is flipped. The Aam Aadmi Party candidate is leading. So Chetan, those may be the famous last words, but I think this is far closer than what we think. But let's see. It's early days yet.
Even 13 seats still to be plotted. They have not yet started. The numbers have not started coming.
13% was the average difference, right, in vote share. So even if the AAP starts coming down in a particular round, we could be led by exuberance by thinking, the BJP is gaining. It may not be. It might just be a temperance of the AAP's numbers, but it doesn't mean that the AAP is
because
out of the race.
there are many who believe that the AAP may not have a runaway victory like it did in 2015 and 2020, but they may just be past the post. They may be first past the post and they may come around 39-40 seats. There are many who have estimated that this is a possibility on ground, given the fact that there is not too much of a difference in the vote share. So, like Pradeep Gupta of Axis by India said, that unless there is a 5 to 6% difference in the overall vote share, 42 and 48% situation, unless that happens, runaway victories is a little difficult to see. Nalin Mehta is making some calculations there. What's your insight? What are you looking at? Is this reflecting the Lok Sabha performance of the BJP knocked on to the assembly constituencies?
When I'm looking at the Lok Sabha leads, this is actually better than that. Because what we are seeing is that the BJP, when you're projecting the exact constituencies, BJP had about 54% of the vote in the Lok Sabha election, AAP had about 19%. But when in these leads that we have right now, when you project those onto the Lok Sabha leads, the BJP is 18 plus, is leading in 20. We have 41 such leads right now.
Correct.
Out of those, BJP is leading in 25, AAP in 15. But in those BJP 25 leads, 18 are seats it was not leading in the Lok Sabha election on.
Okay. Also, if you were to look by income, middle class seats, the BJP is leading up 16 to 8. I think that's a significant one.
Yes.
The middle class seems to be have voted for the BJP quite in a big way. In the lower classes, though, it is the Aam Aadmi Party which has a slight edge, 13 to 10. So we're going neck and neck here right now. In the lower classes, the Aam Aadmi Party seems to be holding on to its vote bank, but in the middle class, the BJP is leading.
I buy your point. I think, Zach, if you have to have an accurate assessment, we've got to look at the three swing classes here. And we've got to keep monitoring the clusters to see if there are changes. If there are dramatic changes happening there, then there is something obviously happening on the ground.
The map that Zaka is showing on the wall, it shows that people across all kinds of classes and castes seem to have voted for either the AAP or the BJP, but the BJP has managed to get a footprint in all areas, even places that we think that,
But is that going to necessarily translate into seats? You see, it might be streaking ahead, might be doing much better, it might be closing the gap. But it has a huge gap to close.
That's
so if they pull this off, it is going to be a dramatic victory. I mean, this will be a colossal victory for the BJP, reducing 13%. I mean, these are things that don't happen generally. I don't know when last there was a 13-14% vote swing. I think Tripura had one, but I don't remember such
the whole vote swing happened in Punjab. Look at Punjab. What happened in terms of the AAP sweeping Punjab? It happened.
Tripura. See, in places like Tripura, the BJP came up from zero, almost working from zero. It didn't even have a Vidhan Sabha MLA before that. In Delhi, the BJP was one of the early poles of Delhi politics from 1993 onwards. The early Jan Sangh always had roots in Delhi because of the partition refugees who came in and so on and so forth. But it's not been in power here for more than a quarter of a century, for the last 25 years plus. But even in the last 25 years, the BJP's vote share has never fallen below 30%.
So it's like a third of the voting.
40%.
Consistent.
The difference is that in the Lok Sabha elections, people always vote for BJP, but in Vidhan Sabha, they haven't.
Yeah.
Right? So, and about 10-15% of those who went away, the fact that they come back to BJP now in a Vidhan Sabha election, if this result holds, at a time when there is no chief minister candidate,
Yes.
BJP has fought this campaign exactly like it fought the Haryana campaign or the Maharashtra campaign. Then it tells you something. Then it tells you something fundamentally shifting in the politics of the city.
Yes.